Jon Moxley is the new Continental Champion, and it means everything to his character. For the better part of the past year, the Jon Moxley character has been a contradiction. Someone who we have hated, yet someone who we've always wanted to love. And that is because, at his core, the Jon Moxley character is the ultimate badass. He is the coolest SOB in the world. He doesn't care what you think. He doesn't care how you feel. He doesn't care what your motivations are. The one thing that drives him more than anything is being the best. And part of that is his love for the sport of professional wrestling. Both as a human being and as a character, Jon Moxley loves pro wrestling, and that was on full display at World's End when he defeated Kazuchika Okada to become the new Continental Champion, winning the Continental Classic for the first time, and also bringing his character back around to the side of light. It was very clear from the Raw promo that he cut at World's End that the Jon Moxley character and potentially the Death Riders as a whole are on the babyface side now. They are full-fledged good guys. And while I do think that eventually the Death Riders are probably going to turn on Moxley, I think for right now, this is exactly what AEW and the character of Mox need. Right now, AEW and Moxley need to focus on what brought them to the dance. They need to focus on what brought the Jon Moxley character to the dance. It wasn't these rambling promos and him trying to be an evil dose of poison in AEW. It was always him being himself, him showing up in that first ever Double or Nothing pay-per-view event, walking down the stairs from the crowd amongst the people and causing mayhem, all to prove a point that Jon Moxley is here, and he is here to prove that he is better than everyone who calls themselves the best. And throughout his first couple of years in AEW, nobody demonstrated that better than Mox. It is why when he was up to win his fourth AEW World Championship against Bryan Danielson, many people were interested to see the direction the character would go. And while it didn't pan out the way people thought, and many people, myself included, didn't like the direction it went in and thought it was quite boring for some time, right now, over the past few months, the redemption of Jon Moxley from this evildoer, from this someone who wanted to destroy AEW, to someone who, after going through hell in the Continental Classic, was reminded why he does what he does. It is all driven by being the best in the sport that he loves more than anything. It is about being driven to be better than he was yesterday. And he did that, and that is why in his promo, he thanked his fellow competitors in the Continental Classic. It is why in his promo, he thanked the Death Riders. It is why in his promo, he thanked the masses in attendance in Chicago. It is because he is here in the position that he is and reminded about why he does what he does because of all of them. Without that, without this experience, the Jon Moxley character would still be running a roughshod through the back, trying to get his AEW World Championship back. But now, instead of breaking down the place that he tried to help lift up, he is back in a position of power. He is back in a position that we are accustomed to seeing him in. And that is Jon Moxley being the drumbeat, the heart, the soul, the spirit of professional wrestling. And this now opens the door for so many cool possibilities. Obviously, Jon Moxley going out there and having matches with top young stars defending the Continental Championship is up top of mind. And while I do think that that is something we're going to see, and we're going to see him eventually lose to somebody into that elk, I also believe that the interesting wrinkle that could be thrown into all of this would be Jon Moxley, after weeks and weeks of cementing that he is a good guy, after weeks and weeks of showing who he actually is and showing that he is back to being the old Jon Moxley that we're all accustomed to, having the Death Riders spit in his face, turn on him, beat him down, bruise him in a very similar way that they did against Bryan Danielson at Jon Moxley's behest. Because now this adds a wrinkle of irony to his storyline. Now this adds a wrinkle of drama that we didn't foresee happening, because his own misdeeds, his own sins are finally coming back to haunt him. And now it will give him a chance to reconnect with those who he has done wrong. It will give him a chance to reconnect with the Bryan Danielsons of the world, the Darby Allins of the world, the Orange Cassidys of the world, and everyone else who he ran through during that title run. Now it gives Mox a chance to be that leader, that face that we all know him to be of the sport of pro wrestling, leading those same people that he did wrong but is now going to make amends with. That's what's cool about this and the way that this storyline has been told. It is a mirror to the real world. And as we all know, sometimes the best wrestling characters are just slightly exaggerated perspectives of the person playing the character, and no one embodies that right now in wrestling better than Jon Moxley. He has, over the past couple of months, grown to be the most compelling character in all of pro wrestling. He has grown ever since All In to be AEW's top babyface right now, and he has proven once again that he is the undisputable ace of all elite wrestling. When you think of AEW, you think of Jon Moxley. When you think of Jon Moxley, you think of AEW. These two things, the character, the company, the sport, everything are so intertwined perfectly that it is now setting the table for what I think is going to be some really cool stuff over the next few months. But hey, I guess we'll see.